Our next guest is making moves to help more women secure business financing, as less than 3% of women secure funding approval. Courtney Murray joins us now. She's the CEO and founder of Coastal Capital. Welcome.
Hi, how are you? It's so good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. I'm so excited to get into this because it's really important when we're talking about finances and how women deal with their finances, right? So tell us about your business.
So Coastal Capital was founded on a failed entrepreneurship of my own. I was a woman entrepreneur that undercapitalized myself in a clothing store. Since we all love clothes, I wanted to be able to, capitalize on that and realize that there are many means to finances that I had no idea I could secure as a woman. And so when I got into the business, I started realizing and researching on how we could help other people, other women. I started heavy in construction and realized that there's still a market that we're missing. What is that market? And so I started working in the last couple years with book authors, a lot of social media, advertising, brand currency, something that you see entrepreneurs use all the time to get their name out there. But where are they getting the capital to do it? It's expensive to do those type of things.
Yes.
And so we started creating lines internally that are helping women move forward with some of the things that are non-tangible items that a bank would not buy.
Okay, so talk to us a little bit about the difference then in the traditional, when we talk about traditional banking, and then what Coastal Capital does.
Sure, so traditional banking is very boxy. You have to have a credit score to obviously put in an application just like our company, but they score you a bit differently. If you look at how technology has changed over the years, the credit algorithm was built in the 50s. Why haven't we changed it? So Coastal Capital, what my company does is I really put a stamp on people. We want to believe in the person. We want to see the sweat equity. How are they going to generate revenue? We want to take a chance on a person, not a credit score.
Right.
And so we look at the full picture of the deal and we don't say no because you had a couple hiccups in the past. Or if you're coming out of, we've worked with a lot of military women who have come out of the military, they want to open a business and their credit has not been established. So how can you say no to someone who has a great idea?
Right. Oh, that's so true. So you're almost taking this like holistic approach rather than just, okay, you feel like you said, you fill out, credit app and then it's you're either instantly denied or approved and there's no real, you feel like there's no one really looking at everything in your story, in your path, right?
Exactly. We love to call ourselves a storytime lender because we do like to know, we like partnerships. So we want to know, we would take more of a chance on a person starting something from scratch that knew what their marketing plan and strategy was rather than a person opening a brand new franchise, because a franchise can hit or miss. If you're not in it and you're not working it every day and working all the tools that they give you, just because it has a name like McDonald's, it doesn't mean it's going to be a success pattern. And that's where I think that the banks are missing, and I think that our company can do more. And so we've done this growth pattern so we can have more money available for more entrepreneurs.
Man, that's really incredible, and what a concept. So talk to us a little bit, let's get a little personal. Talk to us about maybe a story of, someone you've worked with that maybe, had that experience from that traditional side, and then it was a completely different story when they came to Coastal Capital.
Sure, I have a great one. She's a good friend of mine, and she came to Coastal Capital because she wanted to do some media. Her company was doing really well, but she had fibromyalgia, and for about a year had a lot of medical things happened that it reported to her personal credit that she couldn't avoid. They were out of pocket, and so they went on to her personal credit, drove her score down to a very low score, something a bank would not take a chance at. So we were able to get the story completely together, understand her model of business, how she was generating revenue. And we were able to lend her the money. And through that 6-month period that she took the money out, she hired 26 employees, went on TV, opened a second division, and came back and took out a second loan. And so that's a success pattern in itself, watching her succeed, because we believed in a human, not a score.
Absolutely. I love that. And really quick before we go, you do public speaking as well,
Yes,
right?
I
Let's talk a
do.
little bit about that.
So I love to go in and educate entrepreneurs and a lot of educated communities on business finance. And so I know that the topic seems probably a bit boring for some, but I do make financing fun when I get up and talk about the different stories, because I think it's very relatable. And a lot of people don't know you don't have to commingle your personal and business credit. They're totally different things. You can have the advocates like Coastal Capital come in and help assist. So.
Well, thank you so much for coming in this morning. This was really interesting to even see what you have built, the why behind it. It's been wonderful. So thank you so much for sharing this today.
It was great. Thank you.
Of course. To learn more and connect, head to CourtneyMurray.com.